So you're new to Genshin, you're doing some 10 pulls on the current weapon banner with 20 the weapon banner is actually already gone. So in this video, we are going to look at Neuvalet's signature weapon, Tome of the Eternal Flow. Now, in this video, we're going to look at this weapon, what it does, and who it can be good for. Now, as you can see above my head, I am having to use the trial Neuvalet, so I cannot show this weapon compared to another weapon. But what I can do is show the increase in what this weapon's passive does. It does get up crit damage, which is going to be really, really good, especially for Neuvalet, because most people run Neuvalet with Marshmallow Hunter. So that's going to get up his crit rate. Its passive HP is increased by 16%, which is great because Neuvalet scales off of HP. When current HP increases or decreases, charged attack damage will be increased by 14% for 4 seconds with a max of 3 stacks. That is a lot that you're getting out of that charge damage and the crit rate. That's crazy. This can be triggered every 0.3 seconds. When the character has 3 stacks or a third stack duration refreshes, 8 energy will be restored. This energy restoration can happen every 12 seconds. So this means that you are getting crit damage, charged attack damage increased, and energy and HP. If there was ever a signature weapon that is perfectly suited for a character, it is this one for Neuvalet. So we're going to go into this domain and we are going to get Neuvalet's HP to rise and fall as much as we can so that way we can trigger this passive. Now you're going to notice we're going to start around like the 16,000s as far as damage, getting all the way up into the 23,000s once we have all the stacks. Because they can be triggered so quickly, we can very quickly get all 3 stacks, meaning that you're not going to see too much in between, but you're going to see like a 16,000, a 17, almost 18,000, and then it just shoots all the way up to 20,000 because we get all of the stacks very quickly. Now, with this being the case, getting all of these stacks very quickly, at the end, I'm going to let it kind of wear off, and you're going to see it start to go back down to 16,000, which was the original damage. So, who can this weapon be good for? The only character that can take or make use of its entire kit, crit damage, HP increase, charge attack increase, and energy, is Neuvalet. He's the only character whose HP fluctuation can go with themselves very, very easily. Now, this is obviously Neuvalet's best weapon. It's so freaking good on him. But are there any other characters that can somewhat make use of this weapon? And the answer is yes. It's going to be other Catalyst users that want to use their charge attacks. Klee, Yanfei, Ningguang. Okay. Now, the thing is, the HP increase isn't going to help them with damage. It will help because Yanfei and Klee and Ningguang are all a little squishy. But it will also help. But if you partner them with somebody like Farina and another character who can do healing to kind of combat it, then you can get the passive triggered. So I was thinking, just me thinking, Farina to decrease HP, somebody like Kuki to increase HP. It could be a Hyper Bloom team, it could be a Burgeon team, it could be an Overloaded team. It would work better with Kuki in that instance with like Ningguang. But because you could almost run like a quick bloom but geo shielded, it would have to be weird. Kuki's probably not the best example, but you could have Kuki's healing increasing the HP while Farina is decreasing it. And sure, Kuki won't be able to out heal what Farina does, and it won't be able to heal up a ton for her burst, but it will still give a little bit of the fanfare points, right? Especially if you build Kuki for healing, for HP, which would also increase the damage on her burst. But doing that, you could have their HP bar literally just back and forth, right? Farina's minions take it down, Kuki hits it up. Farina's minions take it down, hit it up. And they would be able to do that non-stop, getting the passive for the charge attack damage on the character that has it. Now, you won't be able to trigger it as quickly. You might be able to get 2 to 3. Well, no, you might be able to get 2 to 3. If Farina's minions take 2 ticks and then Kuki heals it up by 1, that could be all 3. You might only be able to get 2 charges depending on who your healer is to go against Farina. but you can use this on them. Klee would very much appreciate the crit damage as well as the charge attack increase. Yanfei would also very much appreciate the crit damage and the charge attack increase because Yanfei's entire kit revolves around doing her charged attacks. Ningguang, same thing. You want to build up the stacks so that way you can do the charged attacks and you can keep that charge attack damage and crit damage up with this weapon. So it can be a good weapon with them, especially partnered with like Farina and somebody else to kind of mitigate the healing. But you need somebody like, I wouldn't do Coco, because while Coco could mitigate the healing, you do have downtime with Mr. Jellyfish. And like Barbara's skill doesn't heal as often. So, and like, you could maybe do Yao Yao. You'd have to run like a Burgeon team kind of ish. You could make it work is what I'm trying to say. With a lot of thought and effort, you could get the entire kit or nearly the entire kit onto other characters besides Neuvillette. It would be very difficult. It would have to be very precise, I think, but you could do it. So those are the other three characters that I was thinking that you could use this weapon for. However, Neuvillette is by far the best character to use this weapon. That is going to be it for this video. I hope that all of your Arlecchino or possibly Winnie pulls go very well with the new update. I will see you in the next one.